Hi, I'm Reverend Ellen Debenport. It's fall and we are finally releasing our 2 new books for 2024. They were the winner and the first runner-up in the Unity Books contest last year. I want to tell you about them in some detail because I think you'll enjoy them both and be able to use them in your ministries. They're very different books, but ultimately, they're both about healing. When I was leading churches, I would ask people what they wanted to hear about, and they always said relationships, not my area of expertise. But now we have a book. Well, it's about recovery from relationships, but that might be the time someone comes to you for help. Headphones and Heartbreaks, a 60-day musical journey to bouncing back from a broken heart, is written by 2 women who've been best friends since college. They had their hearts broken at the same time, and one of them said, something good has to come out of this, and the book idea was born. Tikeisha Harris and Janelle Harris Dixon began writing about how they were feeling and what they were doing to recover from heartbreak. Their spiritual practice was part of it. They also listened to a lot of music, and music, as we know, is healing. Hence the title, Headphones and Heartbreaks. This book has a playlist with more than 60 songs that resonated with Janelle and Keisha while they were nursing themselves back to health. The book is divided into 60 short essays that track the journey from that initial shock and pain to acceptance and hope. Each essay ends with an affirmation and reflection questions. Headphones could give you ideas for speaking or teaching about relationships. One note, the authors are not in Unity, and their language is a bit more traditional, but they make it clear you can substitute any name or concept for God. They are also both straight women, but everyone understands a broken heart. This is the first book we've published for women. Of course, men are welcome to read it, and it is not male bashing at all. It's about the women's interior journey. I predict book groups are going to love this. Headphones is already available, print or digital. The other book will be out in October, The Healing Tapestry, a memoir of divine guidance. It's written by David McClure, who's been a Unity minister for more than 60 years and lives in Spokane, Washington. David tells the story of how he and his wife Donna used Myrtle Fillmore's healing principles in their journeys with cancer. David was told he had weeks to live, and that was more than 10 years ago. He says a healing thread wove together exactly the right medical team and a new drug that was a miracle for him, along with his spiritual practices and affirmations. The second half of the book is his memoir. He calls this part the guiding thread that led him from his first Unity church at 7 years old to becoming a minister and then serving in many churches internationally. He crossed paths with all the legendary people of Unity's recent past. But he weaves his stories together in ways that can be applied to anyone's spiritual journey. And if you know David, you know he tells stories with humor, even cancer. The Healing Tapestry is a book you can teach from over and over. It will give you ideas for talks, and every chapter has reflection questions at the end for groups or individuals. I am thrilled with both these books. Headphones and Heartbreaks is not quite like anything I've ever read. I laughed, I cried, I groaned in recognition as they described romantic heartbreak. And David McClure's book, The Healing Tapestry, reminds us that these healing principles really do work. I think you'll love them both. You can meet the authors in live online events called Unity Books Presents. The Headphones authors will be with me October 8th, and David McClure will be February 4th if you want to put it on your calendar. We'll be back next month with another postcard from the village.